Everybody, welcome to the Scentaur Fragrance channel. Thank y'all so much for being here today. You've come to the right place for fragrance news, fragrance reviews, and so much more. If you're new to my channel, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. So let's jump into this review. Let's not waste any time. There's all kinds of really great reviewers who have put their opinions out there. I wanted to put mine out there, so we're not going to waste any time today. Short and sweet. So this fragrance smells like Bleu de Chanel, smells like Sauvage, but in my opinion is so much better. I wanted to just say that straight off the bat. Let's talk about the smell, then we'll talk about the projection, and then the complement factor. So this fragrance does smell blue, but it doesn't smell aquatic. It smells deep, it smells complicated in a way. It has patchouli, it has a little bit of incense to really lighten that almost complex, almost dark nature of this fragrance. Even though it does have that blue shampoo nature running through, it has a little bit of sweetness as well. The patchouli is very welcome, and the papyrus gives the fragrance a little bit of an edge, almost like a suede or a leather wood. So I really like that papyrus note. I really like the complexity. I think this fragrance smells more natural than even Bleu de Chanel, and much more natural than Sauvage. So this fragrance is really winning for me, in my opinion. Longevity and projection are not a problem. It's not going to project as much as Sauvage, though. Sauvage is really a projection monster, and this fragrance doesn't last as long, but this fragrance is no slouch. I get arm's length or even more, arm's length and a half for the most part, especially early on, the first hour or so. Then the fragrance projects pretty well, has good sillage, and the fragrance lasts for me anywhere between 6 to 7, maybe a little bit more, 7.5 if I'm lucky. So that's not bad for a fragrance in most occasions. You don't want a fragrance that really projects or lasts, longer than that, because the projection would simply be just too monstrous. There's a reason, even though Sauvage is a really good performer, if you're close to people, if you don't want your sprays, that can offend people. And this fragrance, I think, is just right. I think they did a great job. And not only, the strength, the potency of the fragrance, but the smell as well, once again. So let's talk about the complement factor. So this is a compliment beast. It perhaps is one of the most complimented fragrances in my collection. Even though I never gotten a lot of verbal compliments, some of my best compliments have been nonverbal. The look, in their eyes, the way they kind of change their, posture, how people, treat you because of how you smell. This is one of those fragrances. This fragrance is mass appealing enough to appeal to just about everybody, but has the sweetness, has the complexity to almost be a signature scent. This is one of those fragrances that you could make your signature scent. It's that good. It's mass appealing, but still has a little bit of character. But when we're talking about compliment factor, especially if you're a guy, since this is a guy's fragrance, perhaps it's very important to you to be attractive to the opposite gender. Now, you're probably curious about this, and it's a winner. This is definitely a lady killer fragrance. If you wanted a blue fragrance, a fragrance that's playful, I don't think this would be so great for, a party fragrance. There's Ultramall and, 1 Million for those kinds of occasions. But this fragrance is no slouch. If you wanted to be a little bit more reserved, but still put yourself out there, this is a great juice. Now, if we're talking about price, if you get a full bottle like this, 3.4 ounces, it's going to be about $80 or so. If you go to discounters, it's not discounted heavily, but I could say you could get it closer to 50, perhaps below 50, if you look at the right places for a full-size bottle. So the price definitely isn't bad, but I don't think the price is ever going to hit rock bottom, because just like Sauvage, this is a great fragrance, but it's not nearly as popular. I would love for this fragrance to get more popularity in the fragrance world, get a little bit more attention. That's what this review is all about. This is a winner in my book. Even though it's not the most original fragrance, it's kind of a copycat in a way. It is one of those copycats that took everything good about Sauvage and those, Bleu de Chanel, put a twist on it, did their own thing, and perhaps even made a better product. So I firmly believe that this is the best out of the, Blue de Chanel kind of copies, you know, Prada Luna Rossa Carbon, all those kinds of fragrances. They all have their time and place, and they all fit a different type of person. So if you wanted more of a nighttime fragrance like this, it's very versatile. You can wear it anytime, anywhere of the year, but I feel like this one is a little bit better for nighttime. It's a little bit more of a date fragrance. And I do feel like this fragrance, because of the complexity, does better outside the summer heat. You could definitely pull it off in a summer night though. So through and through, here at the Scentatar Fragrance channel, this is a highly recommended fragrance. If I had to give it a rating, I think I'd give it a solid 8.5, and that's just because I'm picky. If I was going to, talking about mass appealing fragrances in the designer world, this is a 10 out of 10 fragrance. It just smells, the quality wise, for the money, it's great. I mean, it's really hard to beat, and I really appreciate this fragrance for what it is. I'm glad, again, I appreciate other reviewers who turned me on to a fragrance like this, the one that doesn't get a lot of attention, perhaps like it should. So I want to thank y'all for being here, listening to this review, my opinion of this fragrance. I hope I didn't sound like I was hyping it too much, but this one is great. If you want a mass appealing, easy to wear fragrance, still has a little bit of character though. Simply love it. Has a little bit more density. But again, if y'all stuck around to the end of this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I think you like this content, and I'd love for you to join the Scentatar Fragrance family. So thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all for listening to my review of Dylan Blue by Versace. And I'll see y'all next time. And I love y'all guys. And don't forget to wear what you love. So I'll see ya, and bye.